Hey guys, what is going on? Michael right here. A lot of people requested this video right here, and it's going to be called What It's Actually Like Working from Home. Or I personally don't even work from home most of the time. I actually got an office, but working from home, basically just working for yourself, having an online business and doing these kind of things where everything is online based, right? Because it's kind of like different than what the normal average person does every single day. So it's kind of interesting for most people to get to know how it's actually like. So I will try in this video to actually tell you guys how it really works and how it really looks like. Okay, so be sure to check out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get it started. Okay guys, so talking about how it is like, or what it is like to work from home, work alone, have your own online business, doing everything online based, and don't really work with people or interacting with people in real life most of the time. Okay, so here's the thing, explaining my situation a little bit. It kind of changed over the years. I know when a lot of people think about working from home, making money online and stuff, they think about this whole thing where someone just sits in his room or in his office and works for himself like all the time. This has kind of changed for me in the past year or two, because I'm working more with people, like also right now in real life and stuff. But the years before that, and that's what I want to be talking about in this video, I did the whole work from home, make money online, also digital nomad kind of thing, right? So everything I did or I have done, I did it by myself. I didn't have anyone who was sitting next to me, who was talking to me, I could interact with or something. It was all by myself. The only people that I worked with were like virtual assistants and people just online, right? I talked to them on Skype. Every now and then I talked to them via video call and stuff, but that was basically the only human interaction that I had working online the first 2 or 3 years that I actually made money online. Okay, and I can tell you a few things that are different than when you actually work at an actual job, or even you could compare it like when you go to school and constantly interact with people. And I want to break it down in a few and talk about a few points. The first one is basically simply like human interaction. Okay, if you're always on your own, and if you do everything on your own, you make all the decisions yourself, you don't have anyone to give you advice really, you don't, unless you have mentors and stuff. But most people who just start out in the online business world, they don't have that. You just do everything yourself, and you kind of learn to get yourself. And what I can tell you is you kind of get to know yourself better, because when you have to make your own decisions all the time, and there's no one else to blame. Like, let's say you make a decision and something goes wrong, it's all on you. But a good part is if you do something right, it's also on you. So the reward kind of thing is very, very big and very amazing and stuff. But also when you do something wrong, it's like a punch in the face, and you got to know how to react to it and how to get back up. Okay, so when you're working a job or something, you're in a team, for example, you can easily, like, when something goes wrong, you can blame someone else. So there's like less responsibility, right? So that's one big thing that I noticed when working for yourself or making money online and stuff, and having your own business. Basically, it really teaches you how to make decisions for yourself and take the responsibility for the wins and also for the losses. Okay. Another thing that you will notice is that you would just see things differently. Okay, so for example, making money online, working from home, and doing your own thing really gives you it gives you a lot of time, because you're not always like bothered by what other people think or say. Because I notice this a lot when people work a job or something. They always care about, what does this person say to me today? What do I have to do in order to impress this person? What if this person like says something bad about me to my boss, so my boss gets angry or whatever. This is all stuff basically that you will realize once you work for yourself. No matter what you do, once you work for yourself, you will realize that all of this stuff, it's basically bullshit, and it just doesn't matter in life. Okay, so, and once you realize it, once you don't really have time to care about this crap anymore, you all of a sudden have time to care about things that actually matter. So what happens is, at least for me, and I know a lot of other guys too, especially in the online business world, who through their online business and stuff, they manage to get a lot of time freedom and things like that. And they start to like be interested about other stuff that's going on in the world, right? So for example, political stuff and actual things. I don't want to get into stuff like this, but things that actually matter in the world, and they got smarter with that stuff and got more knowledge, and then they realized that there's bigger things to care about in life than just like the day-to-day task kind of bullshit. So it kind of, what I'm trying to say with this is it kind of allows you, working for yourself kind of allows you to if you're successful, if you become kind of successful, so it gives you some freedom and allows you to really see the bigger picture. Okay, I think that's what I'm trying to say with this right here. It allows you to see the bigger picture, and based on that, you can make better decisions in your life, and that will automatically kind of like work in your favor and make you more successful, right? So that's why I kind of think like that's kind of like the main thing that I think why working a job and stuff is a waste of time. Because for one, you don't really, I mean, obviously you don't work for yourself. All the time you work a job, you basically simply just trade time for money, and that's kind of like a problem, because when you work for yourself, you make money, but you also invest in yourself, learn more, and over time you will become more successful and make more money, right? So that's something a lot of people, why I don't sometimes understand when a lot of people say, oh, you make $10,000 a month online, I make $20,000 in my job. Yeah, but you have to work a job, you have to go somewhere all the time, there's no freedom really, you have to impress your boss, you have to give a shit about what he thinks about you, what he says. It's like kind of like a prison, right? Yes, you make more money, but it just sucks lifestyle wise, and also like from a mental health kind of point, right? So that's why personally I would always prefer to make less money and work for myself than make more money working a job. A lot of people don't understand this and don't necessarily agree on this, but it's just something that I learned. I wouldn't trade my current lifestyle or what I do working for myself and stuff for anything in the world, really. I would never ever work a job or something. This would be like the last resort. This would be like the last kind of thing I'd have. If everything crashes on something, I wouldn't even consider a job or something. I would just start something else on the internet. But a job would be the last thing that I'd really want to do. But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who probably prefer a job just because it's their personality type, right? But I'm exactly the different personality type, so it doesn't there's no way I would do that, okay? Another big thing though, and that's something a lot of people don't talk about, especially like gurus and stuff, and people who talk about making money online, working from home and stuff, or working for yourself, and that's the whole thing that your life changes in a way that some people would probably consider negative, okay? So for example, due to the fact that you're working alone all the time, it's kind of hard to get into the head of a person who is not doing that and does not have all the time freedom, and it's kind of hard to relate to these people anymore, you know? Not so much in the beginning, but once you really get used to the lifestyle, once you get used to the freedom to like just making money, like even in the best case, of course, like for people like me who are already more successful in the online marketing industry and stuff, passive income, all of this stuff, once you get used to it, because this is something the normal average person, which means the 99% of the population out there, that's something they cannot relate to, like at all. Like, so you have this weird thing where you have something awesome going on that no one actually can relate to, right? So it's hard to, like, you will notice once you get to this point where you're successful, for example, in the online marketing industry or whatever, and you meet new people and stuff, and you talk about the things, and you talk more and more and more, you cannot really relate to them, and you will stop, like, also depending on like what your values are and stuff, you will notice that you will kind of like sort out people and stuff. Like, you don't want to be around normal people anymore. It kind of, I know it sounds strange and stuff, but everything will change. Like literally, I can guarantee you, if you have a certain amount or a certain circle of friends right now, for example, and you're not successful yet, once you become successful, all of this stuff will change, you know? And it's not even negative. It's not even it's not even like you just say at one point like, boom, I don't want to be friends anymore, and I would just go now, whatever. It's more like, it's like it happens naturally in a way that it's just everyone, you will kind of just naturally realize that certain people are not right for you anymore. You just can't relate to them anymore and stuff many times. And you will go separate ways. Okay, so where I'm going with this is basically, you will have, once you really got adapted to that lifestyle and to just doing these things and thinking that way, when you become successful and stuff, you will have different people around you, and you will, the amount of people, the pool of people that you can actually surround yourself with and feel cool with them and stuff gets so small, right? So what you're basically doing is you become part of the 1% in a way, not necessarily financially, of course, because the 1% obviously makes a shit ton of money, and not everyone who is making money online actually makes that much money. But what I'm saying is, lifestyle-wise and stuff, you will actually be in the 1%, because obviously when you really think about it, the amount of people in the world, when you look at the whole world's population, who can make money online, have actual passive income, and really is able to do whatever they want all the time, that's a small amount. Like even like the average person who makes money online, for example, they can't do whatever they want. Like many people, they work on Upwork or whatever, and they're just freelancers. Yes, they make money online. Yes, they can be digital nomads, but they don't necessarily make money while they sleep, because they still have to work and stuff. And once, like for example, business like that I run, for example, software companies and stuff like this, like you make money on autopilot, right? You can do whatever you want, and that should be the goal, right? So yeah, that's basically what it's like working from home, I guess, or working online in general on your own. Basically, I can say it's probably one of the most amazing lifestyles that you can have if you're cool with being on your own a long time and stuff. Okay, if you're not, if you're one of these people who constantly need other people around them, talk to them, and do things, and they can't be alone for like 5 minutes, then obviously I think it's not for you. But to be honest, then success and having your own business, doesn't matter if it's online or not, it's probably not for you anyways, okay, if you're one of these people. Yeah, this is basically it. It has a lot of positive aspects, tons of them, we all know that, some negative also. That's why I made this video right here. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and see you in the next video, guys.